Good evening and happy Sunday, everybody. So, I've actually been meaning to sit down and do this for the last 2 days, but I haven't. So, I'm doing it now. I'm sure a lot of y'all feel this way. I personally started to realize that I feel like social media, especially Instagram, sometimes old Facebook, maybe Snapchat. I'm not sure. I'm not really on Snapchat, but I feel like a lot of those do fitness and health a big injustice and create a lot of confusion. And what I mean by that is I feel like they don't really give you the whole picture of not really the work that it takes to get there, but the lifestyle change that it creates as you're actually going through that, as you're actually kind of throwing your old self on the sacrificial fire, as one would say, and as you are actually making the change. Perfect. And getting stronger. It's getting stronger. All right, we're just going to have a weak connection, and you can rewatch this video when it's done being live. But I feel like, when people have the before and after pictures on, Instagram, you don't really see the person who they were and the person they've actually become. And by that, I mean the lifestyle change that's been developed, the changes in behavior and the positivity and just the better overall person they've become, not necessarily just their actual physical body. And one of the big things obviously is going on right now is there's a lot of body shamers. There's a lot of people with the whole, respect all sizes movement. And there's just not a lot of... Sorry, people are making faces at me. There's just not a lot of, overall love and... for different body types, which always confuses me, because I personally don't feel like there is one ideal body type. I feel like the best body type to have is the one that's continually improving. Not necessarily have to be continually improving to be a certain look, but just continually to improve towards your idea of what your ideal fit looks like. That can be, just being fit enough to help participate and help your kids practice their sport. Maybe they do cross country, maybe they do basketball, and you want to be able to be healthy enough to help them do that. Maybe you just want to have enough energy to go out and socialize with your friends and have and feel confident in your own skin. Maybe to go dancing or whatever it might be. Attaching something to what your ideal fit looks like and actually having a picture of what that looks like. And also, just when you're improving, when you're moving, when you're healthy, and your brain literally releases endorphins that makes you feel better about yourself, makes you feel better about your situation. It just makes you feel overall great. And when you're continually growing, and when you have some sort of picture of what you want to work towards, that creates hope, creates even more positivity. So your mind's actually changing along the process. Now, I'm personally guilty of stagnation in my life in certain areas, physically as well. There's been times in my life where I haven't been moving a lot. There's been times where I've just gone on Halo 3 binges and just play Halo for days in and days out during the summers, and when you're off work or when you're in high school or in college. And I've gotten pretty unhealthy, or I've been very guilty of just using certain moments in my life to get healthy and not actually having a continual long-term process or plan to improving my health. I.e., maybe you want to just work towards a marathon, and then boom, after you finish that marathon, check off, and then you're back to your old ways. It doesn't really create long-lasting change. Another really big thing is, for me, and I'm sure it's for other people, stagnation, when you're not moving, you're not growing. It hurts you in other areas, and it's not notably your body, but in my opinion, it's your attitude. Your attitude literally begins to rot. You start to get defensive. Your self-worth goes down when you're not improving. In a lot of ways, that might be for a lot of people physically, looking better. Just to be real, people do judge you on how you look and how you present yourself. But when you are when you do have low self-worth and you're negative, you're insecure and you're pushing people away, and you always feel like you have to guard your position, whether it be at work, whether it be your social status in some way, because you don't feel like you're bringing any value. And to me, that's a pretty negative place to be. I'm sure a lot of people have been there, but when you're continually moving and improving, you don't worry about that. You increase your self-worth. You actually are willing to empower other people and give them praise and make them feel worthy, because you feel worthy. and you don't feel like you're giving your own power away. In fact, you're actually becoming more powerful by giving that to other people and empowering them as well. And that's one of the things that fitness and health has done for me, and it might be different for people. Another great one is, you just feel secure in your abilities. You feel secure in your place, whether it be at home, at work, or with your squad. You just have more value. And I think a lot of people don't shoot for that or don't aim for that because they hide behind humility. They think that if they just say they're humble, so that's why they're not reaching for a certain goal or trying to achieve a certain thing. And in my opinion, it's really just a fear of criticism, because they know if they step out and they say they're going to do this or do that, someone's going to shoot them with some negativity. And 9 times out of 10, that's true. But I don't think you should let your humility get in the way of your prosperity. So those are some thoughts I had on the subject. So, I dare all of you just to take, a couple moments just to kind of figure out what your fit looks like if you are aiming from some sort of fitness, and what they'll actually do for you. Make 1 or 2 sentences. Don't make it some huge universal thing where you're going to, change the whole universe with your ideal fit, because that's, 9 times out of 10 probably not believable for you. And don't make it like something that's, 67 steps of what my fit is going to look like, because if you can actually sit down and come up with 67 steps of what your fit looks like, more power to you. But again, that's just a bunch of little tiny things, and you're actually kind of hiding behind that, in my opinion. You got to accomplish all these little things before you actually reach your ideal fit. But there's just some thoughts I'll leave out with. Thanks for watching. Let me know in some comments what you think.